Hello everyone, I'm Kajal and today we are going to discuss the 8th chapter of your biology. Chapter number 8 is circulatory system 10th, for the 10th standard students. Now in our body the different systems are present: circulatory system, excretory system, digestive system. From that we are going to discuss about the circulatory system. What is the need of this system? Circulatory system works by the transportation of the blood and plasma in our body, and blood, plasma as well as the lymph in our body, and by that transportation the several kind of hormones and digestive food and other things are going from the one part of our body to the other part, as well as the gaseous exchange are also happen due to the circulation of blood only. So need of transport inside the body. First, for the digestion, the food is absorbed. The food, digested food, from that the absorbed nutrients are going from one part to the another with the help of blood, as well as respiration. Also, the oxygen is going to the other parts, and carbon dioxide is collected from that by the blood only. Excretion also, the waste products, to send out the waste products from our body. For that also blood works, and hormone secretion as well as to send the hormones from one part to another, the circulatory system works. Now in our body there are three type of fluids: blood, tissue fluid and lymph. From that only two are moving: blood and lymph. Tissue fluid is present around the organs, and that is protecting them from the mechanical shocks as well as from the foreign injuries. So lymph and blood is flowing in our body with the help of arteries, veins and the capillaries. Lymph is flowing from our body with the help of lymph vessels, and lymphatic organs are present there, such as spleen and tonsils. These are the two lymphatic organs that are present in our body. This is the diagram of the circulatory system, how our blood is flowing from one part to another. See, from the heart, these are the lungs. From the heart, blood is going to the lungs for the purification, and after purification it is coming back to the heart, and from the heart it is going to the whole parts of the body, as well as lymph is also flowing with it. So by that way the circulatory system works. We will discuss about the circulation of the heart also in this chapter. Next, the properties of a blood is given there. That is never stationary, means blood is flowing in our body every time. Color, it is red in color. Volume, approximately 5 to 6 liters of a blood is present in a human adult. Taste, it is saltish in taste. Next one, the functions of a blood. There are two type of functions that is blood is performing in our body. First is for the transportation, and the second one for the protection. Transportation, as I told you, for the digested food, for the oxygen, for the transportation of the carbon dioxide, for excretory materials, distribution of hormones and distribution of heat too from our body. And functions, protection by blood. How blood is protecting our body? By forming the clots in our body. Whenever the cut is there on our body part, you know that bleeding is there, and the blood is stopped with the help of formation of clots, and that clots are also forming with the help of blood only. The platelets are present in our body, in our blood, and that platelets are forming that clots. Next, engulfing bacteria. For protection of our body, the disease carrying bacteria are engulfed by the WBCs of our blood. Next, it produces antitoxins and antibodies to protect our body from the diseases. Composition of the blood. In our blood, two type of elements are present: plasma, and the second one is cellular elements. Plasma is a fluid part and constitutes 55 to 60% of the blood, and cellular contents are present in that red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets are present. Plasma is a light yellow colored part, liquid, alkaline liquid. In this one, the water, protein, inorganic salt and other substances are present. You heard about the plasma therapy for the COVID-19 also, and the disease that is recently affecting our affecting whole countries, not our country only. So doctors are trying to find out the treatment for the COVID-19 by plasma therapy. What do you mean by that therapy? They are trying to cure the patients of the COVID-19 by using the plasmas of the cured patients, and they are trying to develop the antibodies in the patients by using the cured patients blood. So that is the plasma theory, and nowadays doctors are finding the cure of the disease COVID-19 by using plasma theory. Next, cellular elements. In the cellular elements, 3 type of cells are present there: red blood cells, white blood cells, and blood platelets. Other names are also there: erythrocytes, leukocyte, and thrombocytes. Red blood cells, these are oxygen carriers, because in this one the hemoglobin is present, and hemoglobin, that is a red pigment that giving the red color to it, as well as known as the respiratory pigment. The hemoglobin has the ability to combine with the oxygen to form the oxyhemoglobin, and when this oxyhemoglobin is going to the other parts of the body, this oxygen is taken by the parts of the body as well as the other parts of the body, giving the carbon dioxide to the hemoglobin, and afterward the formation carboamino hemoglobin formed there. Carboamino hemoglobin. Hemoglobin has a very strongly affinity for the carbon monoxide, forming a stable compound known as a carboxyhemoglobin. And this carboxyhemoglobin is very dangerous for our body. You know that the carbon dioxide we are expelling out from our body, but when we are not able to breathe out properly, this carboxyhemoglobin is accumulated in our body, and this due to the accumulation of this carbon monoxide, sometimes the person are not able to breathe properly. Their breathlessness is there, proper breathlessness is there, and it leads to the person's death also. Now, life and death of RBC. RBC is living about 120 days. That is a average life of a RBC, and the old and weak red blood cells RBCs are destroying in the spleen, liver, and in the bone marrows. And how it is producing? In adults, the RBCs are produced in the marrow of the long bones, especially in the ribs, breastbone, and the ilium of the hip girdle. So there they are forming, and here they are ending in the spleen. They are breaking down in the spleen, liver, and in the bone marrows. Next one, the white blood cells. The white blood cells are also known as the leukocytes. Leukocytes are responsible for the several kind of processes in our body. For example, diabetes, as well as for engulfing of the bacteria also. They are responsible to engulf the harmful bacteria in our body, and they are throwing out and generating pus in our body, and through that pus, that bacteria are coming out from our body, and by that way they are protecting our body from the several kind of infections and diseases. So that kind of functions they are performing. First is phagocytosis, and in the phagocytosis, in this process, the WBC, particularly neutrophils, engulf the particle-like solid substances, especially the bacteria, and it is a defensive mechanism against the diseases germs. Next is inflammations. Now, what do you mean by inflammations? Inflammations occur due to the reaction of the tissues to an injury. That means the increased local heat, redness, swelling, pain, etc. is increased on that inflamed part, and here these inflammations are migrated through the walls of the blood vessels by the diaphysis process and fight against the disease causing germs. They also destroy and damage the cells by the phagocytosis. They are generating pus there, and with the help of that pus they are damaging that cells. Next is formation of antibodies. WBCs, especially lymphocytes, produce antibodies which kill or neutralize the germs or the poisons from them. Next, we are going to discuss about the blood platelets or thrombocytes. What is the main function of the blood platelets? They are very important in clotting the blood. Whenever any injury is there, any cut on our skin part, the platelets disintegrate to release a chemical substance that is known as thrombokinase, which initiate the process of the clotting of blood and forms the clot there. By that the bleeding stops. Here are some functions of the blood platelets, the clotting of blood, how the clotting forms there on the with the help of platelets. You just go through from this section. Now next one experiment is there, blood clotting in a test tube. Here one test is there. By this experiment you can came to know that how the blood clotting is there. If some blood is taken in the test tube, a clot will be formed in a usual way. The serum will be squeezed out from the clot and will collect on the surface. The clots will be formed on the surface as well as the serum will be remained in the test tube. You heard about the viral dengue fever. In this one, the blood number of the platelets fall to abnormally, means low count is there, and due to that the coagulation occur very slowly and often lead to the hemorrhage. And due to that, in Delhi and other states of the India since 1960 till date, the 100 live deaths are there. So next is blood transfusion and blood groups. What do you mean by blood transfusion? To inject the blood into the body of a patient, that is known as a blood transfusion, and the blood is donated by a healthy person. That person is known as a donor, and the person in whose body we are injecting the blood is known as the receptor. So that is the relationship between a donor and a receptor. A donor is donating the blood and receptor is receiving that blood. Next thing is that RBCs of the human beings have specific proteins on their surface, and these proteins are known as the antigens. The plasma of a blood has its own complementary antibodies also. There are two types of antigens, antigen A and antigen B in the blood groups. There are, as I told you, there are three types of blood groups, A, B and O. Depending on the presence or absence of these antigens, there are four types of blood groups as shown in the table: A, B, AB and O. And in the blood groups, antigens are present on the RBCs and antibodies in the plasma. In A blood group, antigen A is present and antibody anti-B is present. Blood group B, antigen B is present and anti-A antibody is present. AB blood group, antigen A and B is present but no antibody is present in the plasma of AB blood group. O blood group, no antigen is present and both anti-A and anti-B antibodies are present in the plasma. There are several systems of the blood grouping, but there are two of them are well known: ABO system and RS system. Now ABO system. ABO system means human blood is classified into four types: A, B, AB and O blood groups. Now how these blood groups, in these blood groups transfusions takes place. Firstly, O blood group is known as a universal donor because the person those are having O blood group are able to give the blood to any blood group, A, AB or B. And AB blood group persons are able to receive the blood from any other blood group, so that's why these are known as the universal recipient. And A and B blood groups are able to receive the blood from either A or O, and B blood group are able to receive the blood from O and B blood groups. There is one more factor that is known as the RH factor, and accordingly, because O is able to give the blood to any other blood group, so that's why it is known as a universal donor. And AB is able to receive the blood from any other blood group, so that's why it is known as a universal recipient. Next one is RS system. Now blood group of the most people contains a substance called RH factor or rhesus factor. When the blood of such individual RH positive is transfused into the persons of lacking it, means RH negative, the blood of the recipient develops an antibody for the RH substance within about 2 weeks of the transfusion. Now if the second transfusion be given to the such RH negative person, the antibody produced by an first transfusion causes a reaction with the transfused blood. which may even lead to the death of a person. This similar to the development of an allergy to in the person's body, of that recipient's body. Next, Rh factor is also affecting in the pregnancy. How so? An Rh negative woman may become the sensitive if she carries Rh positive child in her uterus. And how it is happening? It is happening when the husband is Rh positive, and the Rh positive child will be normal, but the second child will be abnormal, as well as it lead to the death of the fetus. So these are the few effects of the Rh factor in the pregnancy. Next one, we are going to discuss about the blood circulation system. The circulatory system consists of heart, arteries, veins, and the capillaries in our body, and by that way the circulatory system works. Firstly, we are going to discuss about the heart. Location not on the left side, but it is felt so. Why it is saying like it is felt so? Because the heart is present in the right in the center between the two lungs and above the diaphragm, but the narrow end of the roughly triangular heart is pointed to the left side, so that's why we are feeling the heartbeat from the left side, because during the work the contraction of the heart is most powerful at the end, giving a feeling that heart is on the left side. Next one, covering. If we talk about the covering of a heart, heart is protected by double-walled membrane covering that is known as pericardium. Now the covering of the heart is known as pericardium, and in the covering a fluid is present that is known as a pericardial fluid that protects the heart from the external injuries as well as the mechanical shocks too.